Hello everyone. Welcome to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. Today we will discuss coding, decoding and exercises. So in the previous class we discussed four type of problems in coding and decoding. That is letter coding decoding, number coding decoding, mixed letter and number decoding, coding decoding, discussed substitution coding and decoding. In today's class, we'll take it further by discussing the other four types of coding and decoding. So in total, there are 8 types of problems that can be formed. In today's class, we'll discuss symbol coding and decoding. Then we'll discuss pattern formation, coding and decoding. Then we'll discuss sentence coding and decoding. We'll also discuss coding and decoding by letter inversion. So all these 4 types will be covered in today's lecture. So let us start by symbol coding and decoding. So in symbol and decoding, we can see that lemon is coded as this. Each alphabet has a representation by a symbol. Similarly, for orange also the code is given. And C sign. So here we can see that each alphabet is coded by a symbol. This is called symbol coding and decoding. It could be number also. So 1, 2, 3, if it is coded as this is also a type of symbol coding. Okay, so either alphabets or numbers or even sometimes words are coded in symbols. So in this case, lemon is coded as this, orange is coded as this, and code for grape is also given. I can clearly see that O is the common term and we have a symbol for O. Similarly, we have a symbol for E as well. So in this particular case, I can say that the symbols are not in jumbled up order. They are in sequence. So either two possibilities arise, whether the symbols are in jumbled up order or they are in sequence. In this particular case, in this particular question, it is in sequence. So if I have to find the code for mango, I can clearly see that the code for M is $sign. The code for A is this sign. The code for N is this sign. The code for G is this sign. And for the code for O is this sign. So our answer will be this code, which is given in option number 4. So option number 4 will be our correct answer. Similarly, this question, let us check. Chair code is given as this. Table code is given as this. Have to find the code. Sofa's code is also given and we have to find the code for flash. Now again, I can see that they are in sequence. If A is the common term here, and A is represented by this symbol. So they are in sequence. So let us find for flash. For F, we can take the help of sofa. So third term is F. So F is coded by this symbol. L is coded by this symbol. A is coded by this symbol. S, again from sofa, we can see it is coded by this symbol. And H is coded by this symbol. So our answer will have these symbols in this order, which is option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer. Now, cow is written as this, horse is written as this, sheep is written as this. What is the code for powers? Let's check if they are in sequence. So here I can clearly see that O has the same code. So they are in sequence, right? Therefore, to find for powers, we have to find the code for P, which we can find from sheep. This is the code. For O, for W, for E, this was the code for W, for E, for R, and for S, the code is this. So our answer will be this one. This has all the similar codes in the same sequence. Hence, option number 4 is the correct answer. So let us look at this question, which is question number 4. If water is coded as this, sugar is coded as this, and fry is coded as this, what is the code for wafers? So let us start by writing them one beneath the other to confirm if they are in sequence or are they jumbled up. Sugar is coded as this. So if I look at these two words, I can make out that for A we are using this code and for R we are using this code. So that means that the code is in sequence. We are following a sequence for the code. So to find for wafers, we have to find the code for W, which is this. For A, which is this. For F, we can find from here, $. E is given here. R, we can find from here and here, hashtag. And S will be this code. And this code is given in option number 3. So option number 3 will be your correct answer. Now let us look at this question. In this question, grain is coded as this and we have to find the code for bagger. Let's check if they are in sequence. G is coded as this, R is coded as this. If we have to find a common word, that is N, we have N over here and N over here. N is coded as $sign over here and N is coded as $sign over here as well. So this looks like it could be in sequence. Let us check for E also. In peas, E is the second positioned word which is coded as this. In beans, again, it is coded as this. So they are in sequence. If they are in sequence, it is easy for us. Bagger, B is coded as this time. A is coded as this. G is coded as this. E is coded as this. And R will be coded as this. So our answer will be this. Option 4 will be the correct answer. Now, we will do coding by pattern formation. In these type of questions, whenever we see the coded word also has similar letters, we can assume it is either coding by pattern inversion or it can pattern formation or it can also be coding by letter inversion. So over here, the best possible way is to write them one below the other to understand the pattern. So if I look at this, I can very clearly see that the last 3 words are written first and the first 2 words are written last. So let's do the same thing for chair. So last 3 words AIR will be written first and the first 2 words CH will be written last. So our code will be AIRCH, which is option number 1. Now let's do the same thing for mount. So here let me number them. Numbering is also a technique that you can use to find out coding by pattern formation. Let's see, this is the number. And over here, we get something like this. So this is the code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has been coded as 4, 5, 3, 1, 2. So let us do the same thing for floor. Let us give them numbers. Okay. And now let us write them in this order. So 4 first, then we'll get 5, then we'll get 3, then we'll get 1, and then we'll get 2. So our answer will be option number 3, OROFL. So you can use either of the two methods. If it is an easy question, you would be able to guess, okay, first two letters are written last and so on. But if it is a tricky question, you can always use numbers and arrange them. You can find a sequence and arrange these in the same sequence. So we have arranged them in the same sequence. So you can use either of the two methods. Now, bottle is coded as this. Okay. So here, if I divide them from here, I can see this is written in reverse alphabet order. This word is T. And this also is written in reverse alphabet order. So the first part and the second part is written in reverse alphabet order when I divide them from middle. So let's do the same thing for window. If I divide them from the middle, the first part is written in reverse order and the second part is also written in reverse order. So my code will be NIWWOD, which is option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer. Then umbrella, if I look at this, umbrella is coded as this, right? So I can give them numbers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Over here, E is 5 position, L is 6, 7, 8. And over here, I have seen 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now the pattern is very clear to me. The last 4 letters are written first and the first 4 letters are written last. So let's do the same thing for computer. Break it down from the middle. So we'll get UTER and then COMP, which is option number 3. So option number 3 will be the correct answer. Then same thing for elephant. I can see clearly all these 5 letters are written over here and then all these 3 letters are written. So we have written the first 5 letters in the beginning and then we have written the first 3 letters. So let's do the same thing for festival. So let's find the 5 letters from the last, which we will write in the beginning. And then we'll write the first 3 letters. So our answer will be TIVALFES, which is option number 2. So option number 2 is your correct answer. Then we have sentence coding. Okay, this is type number 7. In sentence coding, each sentence is coded as a pair of alphabets. But we have to check whether they are in order or not. So let us look at this. Sun is bright is coded as OPQRTU. And bright and warm is coded as QRBCXY. So bright is number 3 over here. That means TU should be the coding for bright. Let us check if that is true. For bright and warm, here the bright is at first position. So TU should be at first position. But we don't have TU in this sentence, in this code. So that means that the coding is jumbled up. So if the coding is jumbled up, we first find the common letters and then try to find the code. So let's do the same thing over here. Okay. So sun is bright. Bright is common between this sentence and this sentence. Bright and warm. This is the common word. Bright and bright. So we have to find the common code. So over here we have OPQRTU and over here we have QRBCXY. So I can clearly say QR is the common code. So for bright, it is QR. We have to find the code for raise is. Okay. Then over here, if I see sun is bright, I can here see warm sun rays. So sun is the other letter which is common. Sun is common over here. So in this code we have OPQRTU, and in this we have XYOPMN. So OP is the common code. So sun is coded as OP. That leaves us with is. Sun is bright, OPQRTU. So the only word that remains is TU. So the coding for is TU. Now we have to find the same thing for rays. Over here we can see the sentences warm sun rays, and over here the sentence is bright and warm. So the only word common is warm. If I look at the code over here, we have QRBCXY and we have XYOPMN. So the only code that is common is XY. So warm is coded as XY. So in this sentence, warm sun rays, only rays is the word that is remaining, and only MN is the code that is remaining. So rays will be coded as MN. So our answer will have both MN and TU, which is option number 3. So option number 3 will be the correct answer. Then over here, similarly, sky is blue is coded as this, blue and white is coded as this. We have to find the code for clouds is. So blue is the common word over here and here in these two sentences. This is ABQRDE and this is DEFGIJ. So DE is the only common code. So blue is coded as DE. Okay. Now let us try to find the code for sky. I can see sky in this sentence. White clouds, sky, and sky is blue. So the only common word is sky. And here the code is ABQRDE and here the code is IJKLAB. So AB is the only common code. That means sky is coded as AB. Now in this sentence, the only word that remains is and the only code that remains is QR. So automatically the code for is QR. Now for clouds, I can here see we have blue and white. This is the sentence. And over here we have white clouds, sky. So the only common word I can see in these two sentences is white. White is the only common word. And the code is DEFGIJ and the code is IJKLAB. So IJ is the only common code. So white is coded as IJ. So in this sentence, white cloud sky, the only word that remains is clouds. And the only code that remains is KL. So clouds will be coded as KL. So our answer will have both KL and QR, which is option number 3. So option number 3 will be our answer. Okay, now let us look at this. Happy and joyful days ahead, and happy days are coming. These 3 sentences are given and we have to find the code for coming ahead. Okay, so basically I can see over here days. In this sentence I can see days, and in this sentence also I can see days. And in this code, RSOPTLM and TUPQRS, the only common code is RS. So days will be coded as RS. Okay, let us move forward. Over here, I can see joyful is being used in this sentence and joyful is being used in this sentence. So the code for this sentence is PQFNOP, and for it this is RSOPLM. So the only common code is OP. So I can say joyful is coded as OP, right? So the only remaining word is ahead and the only remaining code is LM. So ahead will be coded as LM, right? Now over here, I can see happy and joyful, happy days coming. So happy is the common word. And if I look at the code, this is PQFNOP and this is TUPQRS. So PQ is the only common word. So I can say that happy is coded as PQ. So only word that is remaining in this sentence is coming, and the only code that is remaining is TU. So coming is coded as TU. So our answer will have both TU and LM, which is option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. Then in this question, again, Moon is shining, shining stars bright, bright night moon. All these three sentences are given and we have to find the code for stars and night. So I can see that if I look over here, shining and shining. Moon is shining, shining stars bright. So shining is the only common word. And the code for here is XYQRIJ. And the code for here is IJKLTU. So IJ is the only common code. So shining will be coded as IJ. Right? Then over here, bright night moon and shining stars bright. Bright is the only common word. The code is IJKLTU and TURSXY. So TU is the only common code. So bright will be coded as TU. Right? In this sentence, shining stars bright. Stars is the only word remaining which does not have a code yet. And the code KL is the only code which does not have a corresponding word yet. So stars will be coded as KL. Now over here, I can see moon is shining and bright night moon. Moon is the only common word. And here we have XYQRIJ and TURSXY. So XY is the only common code. So moon will be coded as XY. Now in this sentence, bright night moon, the only remaining word is night and the only remaining code is RS. So night will be coded as RS. So our answer will have KL and RS in the option, which is option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. Now let us look at this question. Over here it is given music is melody, melody of nature and nature beauty music, and we have to find the code for beauty of. So basically if I look at here, melody and melody, these are the only two common words. This is the only common word in these two sentences. Music is melody and melody of nature. And if I look at the codes KLQRTU and TUOPMN, so TU is the only common code. So melody will be coded as TU. Similarly, if I look over here, melody of nature and nature beauty music. So the only common word over here is nature, right? And if I look at the codes TUOPMN and MNFGKL, so the only common code is MN. So nature will be coded as MN. In this sentence, the only remaining word is off, and the only remaining code is OP. So OF is coded as OP. Then we have to find the code of beauty of. So if I look over here, if I look at this word music, it is common between these two sentences. Music is melody and nature beauty music. So music is the only common word. So over here, KLQRTU and MNFGKL, KL is the only common code. So music will be coded as KL, right? So if that is the case, then the only remaining letter over here is beauty and the only remaining code is FG. So beauty will be coded as FG. So our answer will have both OP and FG, which is option number 1. Now let us understand coding by letter inversion, which is the last type of coding and decoding. In letter inversion, we simply reverse the order of the alphabets. For example, if I give them numbers, then over here, this is the code. We can clearly see that the order is reversed. It is a very simple coding. So basically, we are just reversing the order, hence the name coding by letter inversion. So for chair, it will be RIAHC. We have just simply reversed the alphabets. So our answer will be option, this one, 2. Option 2 will be the correct answer. Now the options are a little confusing, so just keep in mind and choose the correct option. Now similarly, for lemon, it is NOMEL. If I give them, this is just reverse order. So for grape, it will be EPARG. EPARG, which is option number 1. So option number 1 will be the correct answer. Now, over here also, same thing. The words are just in reverse order. So for moonlight, it will be THGILN THGINOOM, which is option number 3. THGILNOOM. So option 3 will be the correct answer to this question. Then over here, flower. Similarly, it is by letter inversion. So for butterfly, we just have to reverse the order. Y, L, F, R, E, T, T, U, B. This will be the order. Y, L, F, R, E, T, T, U, B, which is option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer. Then again, similarly, we are just reversing the orders. So for elephant, it will be T, N, A, H, P, E, L, E. TNAHPELE is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer. You can just look at the answer over here. So this concludes our coding and decoding exercises. In this lecture, we discussed 4 types. In the previous lecture, we discussed 4 types. So total 8 types of problems we have discussed in coding and decoding. So this question concludes the lecture. Thank you.